Hey guys, hola, ¿cómo están todos? Please don't judge me, okay? I got home from a long day of work. This is what I'm working with, okay? Sitting here between my room and my closet because I'm just weird like that, okay? I just am. But anyways, I hmm, I just wanted to share a little poem that I wrote. And as per classic Jesus style, I'm in my car driving to work, should be focused on the road. But apparently, that's where he likes to give me a lot of my ideas and aspirations and all that other stuff. So I was in the car, and of course, my mind has been jogging about all these things that have been going on lately. But more importantly, it's not just now that I've been thinking about it. It was even before all of this stuff happened. And all these little fuzzies. Anyways, I was always the weird friend in the group. I don't, I've never really gone with the flow of what everyone else says, what everyone else thinks, what everyone else wants. Like, the more you tell me to do something, the more I'm going to do the opposite of what you tell me. And it's more than just me being stubborn. It's at our core, we have to be who God created us to be. If I'm busy being you or Stacy or whoever else, I don't know these people, I'm just randomly saying names, then I'm not here doing what God sent me here to do. And it's like there are certain things that are going to frustrate you that don't frustrate the person beside you. And I heard from a preaching I was listening to the other day, I'm pretty sure God did that on purpose. Maybe it wasn't meant to frustrate the person beside you. Maybe it was meant to frustrate you because he called you to be part of the process of doing something about this issue. He wanted you to be a part of the solution to this problem. He sent you. He didn't send Stacy. He sent you to do it. He sent Stacy to do something else. Stacy's working in her gifts. You let her do her. You do you. Okay? And I would always question it too. I'd be like, why is it that these types of things only frustrate me? But everyone else that I'm around, they're always telling me to chill, and before anyone goes there, like, no, they're not European American. I actually have very few European American friends, and it's not by choice. It's just because it's just who I grew up with. And the older you get, the smaller your circle of friends get. And so that's just how it is. I do have a few though, and I love them. And they've never disrespected me. I've never disrespected them. We've never looked at each other for as in terms of where we come from ethnically. We've always looked at each other's hearts. If I don't like you, it's because I don't like you. I don't like you. Okay? It has nothing to do with where you came from. It has nothing to do with what language you speak, the food you eat, the clothes you wear. I couldn't care less about that. If I don't like you, it's because you are giving off some vibes that I just cannot get with. And that's on a human level. And that's how we should all be. If someone does something stupid, it's not because, oh, well, of course they're going to do something like that. They came from this ethnic group or that ethnic group. No, they did something stupid because humans are stupid sometimes and humans do stupid stuff. But anyways, I promise that kind of was not the point of this video. So let's proceed with my poem. Again, these are just my thoughts. I'm not really leaving it too open to anyone's interpretation. But of course, when you hear things, you add your own narrative to it. And so I'm just simply here sharing my heart with you. I hope this touches you. I hope it opens your mind in some kind of way. And, no hate towards anybody. God bless all of us. We all need Jesus and we all need each other. Okay, I've seen some really beautiful things happening over the past few weeks, and I've seen a lot of hateful things happening over the past few weeks. And a lot of people are seeing this stuff for the first time, and a lot of us are seeing it at this escalate to this extent for the first time. But honestly, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. We've all been taking our parts and participating in this buildup for a very, very long time. Okay, so That's just my overall thought. And there's a lot more I could say about this, but we're not going to go there because we would literally be here toda la noche. Okay? So here's my poem. Ethnic prejudice is the snob, class clown, and bully all in one. It is the presence of hatred and the absence of love, logic, respect, and honor. It makes a mockery of acceptance and repels true admiration of different cultures. It fathers the seed of the fearless lies. Fearless lies. Fearful. It fathers the seed of fearful lies, mothers the lack of intellect, and births mere stupidity. It is the backhanded compliment that says one thing but means another. It insists you're too soft when it offends you. It is the full representation of fake it till you make it, because as long as someone else is the problem, that makes you exempt from consequence. It assumes it has the right to delegate who has the right to say and do something and under which pretexts and contexts. It overlooks the basic principles to rush to the bigger point. It tells you what you are able to understand, sympathize, and empathize with based on what you look like, rather than what you've been through and the love God has placed inside you. It decides that you're a reflection of the people who hurt other people from way back when. Through that broken lens comes a broken view, a false representation. If one is bad, it spoils the whole bunch. It says you can't sit with us, but raises hell if you dare to object to it sitting with you. It claims to fight for what's right, but only wants justice for itself and preferred kin. It dictates what someone should do, say, look like, act like, and ethnically identify as, based on an overestimated statistical grading tool. It goes haywire and does not compute when you fall outside of the lines of its predetermined stereotypes. It attempts to pass mistreatment as protocol or harmless humor until the joke is flipped around. Then, of course, it is far from either thing. Apparently, it was absent from preschool when the teacher taught about the golden rule of treating others as yourself. As long as you agree with its terms and conditions, you are applauded and supported. But the second you speak your mind, you are quickly muzzled, rejected, told to wake up, and or patted on your head for your cute little efforts and swiftly dismissed. It forces you to pick a side and wage real wars against false enemies. It wants you to believe that they want to keep us separated, when really it is partly our own failures to see more commonalities amongst humans than differences. The forefathers of freedom didn't fight against segregation just for us to insist we all stay in our separate lanes, keeping us bonded to the unspoken categorization we enslave ourselves and others to. It is the person who will spew tasteless jokes at the expense of someone else's identity, then quickly cry wolf when the joke is thrown back. Don't throw what you can't catch. Better yet, how about we not throw stones at glass houses? It minimizes humankind by basing worth and recognition on an inaccurate color scale used to describe inanimate objects. It can easily be a part of any one of us, if not vigilant. And to say this simply isn't true makes us part of the problem at its basic core, rather than the solution. And so that's my poem. And it took me quite a while to sit down and read it and really think about how it would come off to people. But yeah, at the end of the day, at least on my social media, and my personal life is my personal life and we all go through stuff. But at least when it comes to my social media, I try to keep it positive. I try to keep it funny. I try to keep it high energy because I know that there's someone else out there, that lots of us, okay, everybody out there going through all kinds of stuff. And the last thing we need is to go through another list of what is wrong with us, what is wrong with our country, what is wrong with our president, what is wrong with our faith, what is wrong with this, what is wrong with that. The last thing we need is to look at what else is wrong. What else is wrong? Because I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, if you guys are anything like me, you stay up here all the time. And so if you want to know what's wrong with you, if you want to know what's wrong with the world, if you want to know what blah, 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 you can sit there and literally have a conversation with yourself. Why do you need to go on social media or go to somebody else to confirm that those negative feelings and thoughts that you were having are validated? I think we all need outlets, especially during this time. And if I'm one of those outlets for you, I'm very much appreciative. Like, thank you. Because I know when I'm going through my stuff, that's exactly what I need. And that's exactly what I look for when I go on social media. But yeah, guys, don't be afraid to remove yourself from things that are just too much for you to handle. And if someone's trying to call you out because they feel like you're not doing enough, that's their problem. Let that be their problem. We're all sent here to do what we're sent here to do. And just because we're not doing what other people are doing does not mean that we are not being part of the cause. It does not mean that we don't support the cause. It does not mean that we don't care. It just means that we all process things differently. Okay? And so I love you all. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. Stay loving on everybody, because we all need it. And que Dios te bendiga. Besitos. Have a good night. I'm going to go eat some dinner.